everyone, welcome back to JELLY S.O.S. and I'm Jeann, and with me, of course, it's Kelly. So today, in this session, we actually received like some feedback and like questions that we also encourage you to send in to us so that we can discuss seeds of success after all. So today's question is, why do I not see success in my career even though I work so hard? And if any one of you, have the similar kind of a question, you might really want to listen to today's episode.
Right. I think we can also talk about this question from different perspectives, like in terms of define what's not seeing success. So depending on what you are facing, the kind of problems that you're facing at work. Maybe like if, for instance, you're not being appreciated at work, right? Or you feel like your boss tend to undervalue you or tend to make you do all the dirty jobs, and then your boss picks on you. I think that's a common one. Or the even situation like, especially during this COVID situation, a lot of some people get retrenched, right? And also you don't have a supportive environment coming from your co-workers or from your support units. Yeah. So maybe today that's something that we can talk about, right?
Yeah. So I guess like today we will cover these few points because we want to try to give you as much value as we can. So we do urge you to send in your questions or like anything you would like us to see us both discuss or debate it out. Send in your questions to us. And where do you send it in? You can either go to DiamondX Facebook page, which you will see at the end of this video where to go to. So you can go to the DiamondX Facebook page and leave like a comment or like send a message, okay? So let's get started, right? Let's talk about the first point that Kelly may point out is like not feeling appreciated or you feel undervalued, okay? So why do I not see success? Like we talked a lot about success in the last 2 episodes if you didn't catch it. And especially last episode was exceptionally long.
Oh, yeah.
God, we realized that it was exceptionally long because we were so enthusiastic about it. And but we do want to say that we hope there's value you'll find in the 2 episodes. So we won't go into further definitions of success here. But we're going to talk about, success in what it means that I want to feel appreciated and valued by my superiors, okay? So why do I not see success in this area, okay? Even though I worked really hard. So maybe Kelly can give us like what do you think, right? Not feeling appreciated. I feel undervalued. Like, I really work hard, okay? Right. I really, really work hard.
I think the feeling can be very subtle as much as like I worked and then everything that I submit to my my superior, and then they won't even have a gratitude, or they'll say like, oh, this is not done well, then and that everything I do, I feel it's a feeling that like, because we talk about not feeling appreciated, it's their own feeling. Right, because sometimes somebody may say a thank you, but you feel like, no, I don't feel appreciated. So it goes back to seeds. And we talk about in seeds, it's about your personal feeling. Because somebody else may feel, oh no, I feel like your boss did appreciate you very well. But then again, it's like, no, she doesn't. I don't feel that she's giving me enough appreciation. So then again, where's the enough coming from? Right. So then it boils back to the feeling of appreciation is also coming from our past needs. So then we have to think about ourselves, whether do we give enough appreciation to others?
Right.
What are some good examples of appreciation, Jeann? You can
saying thank you. To me, saying thank you is the best way to express appreciation, and it's not paying lip service. I think right here we need to be really mindful again of our intention when we do something. Like sometimes it's so easy to just say thank you, but it's a habit. It's not because I feel like I appreciate you and therefore I say thank you.
Right. I think I really like what you said, because for me, even there comes a point that we are immune to the word thank you. Like it is just out of saying because I have to say it. Or,
courtesy,
yeah, courtesy, yeah, politeness, I say it. But do I really mean it? Maybe not that deep in that sense. Like when we talk about appreciation, it could also mean gratitude,
right?
right? I'm being grateful for what you've done. So then there should be something other than thank you, then maybe something for what. Then you can explain a bit more like what you're appreciating that person for. So then I think we really have to put some effort and essence into our thank you, like some value, what you really appreciate that person for. So I think it boils down to, we always go back to seed planting is about intention. Like when you do give that appreciation, what you're appreciating for, and then be sincere about it. And that makes seed become more powerful rather than just paying lip service of, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, that kind of feeling. So it includes myself having to reflect on how I appreciate others more. And we don't just talk about appreciating in terms of thank you. It could also be in a form of praises. Wow, Jeann, you've been doing such good work at, doing all the SOS, jelly, leading in kind of thing. So you also give praises to other people. That could also be part of appreciation. Like you appreciate what you're doing. Appreciation also could be expressed in the form of gifts.
Right.
Right. I buy a small token for you and to thank you for putting in all the hard work. So we can also be doing things like that. So it doesn't also necessarily have to be gifts. I can be buying you breakfast. Right. Thank you for the hard work and then this breakfast for you. It could be in small ways like this, or even getting you a drink.
Right.
I bring you a cup of tea, something like that. That could be a form of appreciation in terms of using your action. It could be by way of action, by way of words. What else do you think could be in appreciation?
I think what helps, okay, it's for people who struggle with appreciation, is to go the opposite. Go to opposite,
Wow.
right? Meaning like, look at things that you have been taking for granted. Like if I take taking for granted could be in small ways because we said like seeds grow, right? If a seed is small but a tree is big, right? The seed grew into a tree. So if we look at things that we've been taking for granted, for example, at home, am I taking anybody's efforts for granted? Like for example, let's say you live with your mom, right? And your mom cooks for you every day, and you take it for granted it's a duty. Is it really? So I guess like you can start asking yourself, is it really? If she's not cooking for you, you have to do it yourself, man. So I think it's for you to start appreciating, right, the fact that even though she could have chosen not to, but she still does it anyway. So appreciate the fact that she does simple stuff like, cleaning up after you, cutting fruits for you. It's not a mom's job. So don't take it for granted, if that your mom's going to be around forever. So start to appreciate every action and gesture, that somebody's doing for you and give credit for that.
True. I really like your take from this perspective in terms of appreciating what we already have. Like at home is something very easily that we often do take our family members for granted. And we just assume that the house will be clean.
Oh,
it should be clean.
Yes, that's
yeah, it should be clean, but who's the should be doing it?
Yeah, it's like as a wife, your duty is to clean the house. Really?
Yeah. So we have
So in the marriage contract, it was in there that a wife should clean the house. I mean, sorry.
The laundry is done too.
Yeah, the laundry needs to be done too. But the thing is that this conversation could go to the other extreme, right? But let's not. But the idea is stop taking it for granted. Appreciate the fact that this person, be it your wife or be it your husband, the fact that your husband maybe throws out the garbage or does the recycling, right? It shouldn't be like because I did the cooking, therefore it's your duty and responsibility to do the dishes, tit for tat, okay? But if you continue being that's where the feeling of unappreciation kicks in all the time. Both of you will feel unappreciated, But if you start to see, wow, I know my cooking has nothing to do with the washing of the dishes, if I understand seeds. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact is that I start appreciating, oh, well, thank you, dear, for washing the dishes, or like, thank you for taking care of the kids. It gets easy to break things down.
Yeah, I feel like it's not that you can't divide roles, but as you're dividing roles, as you said, you appreciate what the other person is doing, and it makes that person feel happy doing it, right? And that you will plant seeds to see that person enjoying more of that thing that they are doing. And then this, when we understand seeds, it's actually planting more of the seeds of seeing that person do more of it, that job. But when we tend to divide a job and take it for granted, oh, you must do this, you must do this, then it becomes a must. But when we keep seeing the fall short, oh, today you didn't wash it clean. You only washed 10 bowls, you didn't wash 20. Okay. So you start to see the missing part of it. Yeah. And also we talk about not just from that home perspective, even at work. How can we be appreciating people? Even the cleaner ladies, the people doing the cleaning your cups or cleaning the toilets. So we also should be appreciating people who are doing all these small things for us. Without them, you'll be having a dirty toilet, you'll be, having dishes everywhere, and then the office will be dirty, nobody's emptying the rubbish and things like that. So I think we should be very mindful to be appreciating all these small things that are done behind the scene that nobody sees. So we go that extra mile to thank them. I think that's important.
Yeah, and therefore then you plant these small little seeds to see your superiors appreciating you, or your co-workers appreciating you, your team members appreciating you. Instead of, I think it's so easy to go to the other perspective of saying, well, but they're paid to do their jobs, right? Why should I be appreciative of them? So then the same thing, if you see that way, the seeds that you're planting, it's to see your superiors doing the same thing to you or worse. I pay you to do it, but you're not delivering more than you should. So it's your problem, right? So I think it's time for us to really take responsibility, and it's easy. Just have fun, like appreciating people. I think that's the key.
I think also, like, when you start feeling gratitude and giving people like appreciation and thank you, you see the joy in their face. I think that's the part that you also will start to enjoy more of the things that you're doing, because you plant the seeds of joy in others, and then you start to see yourself enjoying your work more. I think that's a powerful seeds to plant. Maybe let's go on to the next point.
I think, the next point that I want to talk about is the idea of like undervalued. I want to talk about that because it has a lot to do with, like, for example, undervalued means like, I do more than my colleagues, I do all the dirty job, I do overtime almost every day, but my boss doesn't value me. My boss feels that, I'm not a valuable member, or for some reason my boss passes me for promotions. Like I gave so much, I do so much, but why is it that, why? Like, why am I not getting the promotions? Somebody else who always comes in late for work gets a promotion instead. Like, for example, I start to see things like that. I start to feel like, I give my all, damn it, but why? Why am I not valued? Why am I doing more? I'm doing more. I'm doing the dirty job. I'm doing overtime. But why?
Right. I feel there are like many components in there. Like it could all be like separate seats we are talking about here. Like yourself doing overtime, and then you get to do more than your colleagues, and then also not being considered for promotion. I would say these could be separate seats, firstly, right? Because technically, if I want a promotion, because somebody can be doing very, very little, not doing as much and not even doing anything good, but they get promotion. So we can say there's no correlation between what you do and the promotion. So then what's seeds for promotion? It's having to recommend somebody else for promotion, help someone get a promotion. Then you plant this to see yourself being promoted.
But this sounds crazy. Okay, I'm going to point out something that I think our viewers who is new or have not heard of the DCI Seed System would say and protest and probably resist. I want the promotion. You're telling me to recommend my competitors, in a way, for the promotion. It does not make sense. It's only one position for, that's the promotion is, there's only one position. You're telling me to recommend everybody else but myself for that one opening. That's insane. Okay, it sounds seriously insane.
Yeah, it's difficult actually. What I mentioned is it's a difficult thing to do, because if most of us would think that there's only this one opening, if I were to recommend it to someone else, and then I lose that position, then where that leaves me, right? Most of us would think of it like that. Then basically, I'm just letting somebody else take over that position instead of myself.
Yeah.
But we have to understand from a seed's point of view, like in order to get something, we have to give it. So, well, maybe I can use a simpler way rather than your competitor. Maybe you can help someone outside to make it easy for someone who's new to use this system, to recommend somebody outside your job. It could be like often like travel. We travel a lot. We go to airports and they'll have those like points like you did well. I know what you call it. The feedback bar.
The feedback, like iPad kind of like feedback. Touch,
the iPad, the feedback iPad. Yeah, the touch screen. Whether this person did well or whether the service is good, this toilet is well clean, that kind of thing. So you can give like feedback. Yeah, excellent cleaning, whatever. So it again boils down to your intention, the motivation when you're doing it. So I often go there and I'll always click the best. Right.
What if the toilet is dirty?
Well, I won't put the best, I'll put good.
Okay. So I need to make sure that I'm not doing it out of like, selfishness in a way.
Yeah. But also, because even if I do see a dirty toilet, I remind myself, why do I see a dirty toilet? Because that's my own scene to see a dirty toilet.
Okay.
But then my motivation would to encourage this person to have a better, excellent service in cleaning out the toilet. So I won't exactly put excellent, I will put good.
Right. But so can we then say that, like try to be sincere, and try to be genuine in the sense that if you do feel that this person did a great job, then give it an excellent, right? But if you feel that it goes against your conscience, then don't do it. So don't do it for the sake of doing it, but do it out of, being genuine. I feel like, like you feel that, this person did a great job. So,
It could not only be in airport circumstances, it could also be like you go to a restaurant, and then you see this salesperson or the person serving you has very good attitude and really takes care of customers. And you can go to her superior and said, you have a very good staff here, and she really take care of the customers well and take care of my needs, So I highly recommend her, that kind of thing. It could be in that kind of in that circumstances, or it could also when you go to a shopping mall and you find this person's customer service is really good. You bought something online and this person's attitude is really good, and you can recommend this person. Like this person, really good service.
I mean, like what I do these days, now that we are mostly, most of us are working from home, okay? We don't get to really like, this is after this whole situation improves, you can go to the mall and whatever else you can do. But right now you might be thinking, but I'm at home, what can I really do, right? I share with you what I do, okay? It's that, like for example, I use internet banking services like Citibank, live chat, and then I use like some other live chat support, live support kind of thing. At the end of this like support that they have provided you, normally they will give you like a feedback, rate this customer service from 1 to 10, then they give you a feedback form. Fill out that feedback form. Like I remember that I actually gave a few, and one in particular, this customer service officer who really helped me solve my problem patiently over a long period of time. I wrote this person a recommendation for promotion. That this person is managerial, quality. So it's that easy. I feel that, you can do that. It's so easy. Like, so this is the part about, giving recognition to somebody else's value. I think that's the key, And what I want to say is like, Kelly, I just want to, before our time runs out today, we are watching our time, is that I suggest that we turn this this like why do I not see success in my career even I work so hard into a few episodes. So today we'll just focus on appreciation and feeling undervalued, because what we want to say is like what Kelly wanted to say is like there's various seats involved, right? You can be valued by your boss, you can be appreciated by your boss, but you still will not get a promotion because it's different seats. Okay,
Right.
but we also want to say that why are you doing more than your colleagues, right? Or like you feel that you're doing a dirty job, or you feel that you're doing overtime, but it depends on your own feelings, because maybe your boss sees your value and therefore
Give you more stuff.
give you more work to do.
That's true. That could be true too.
I just throwing it out there. It could be like because your boss sees or your superior or your team member sees your value, therefore they trust you, and you may see it as a dirty job, but they feel that you do it best.
Yeah,
So,
like I got a situation like my sister had the same experience. She sees that her boss give her a lot of work to do, and then
I'm not
she
sure if
feel
you
like
should use this. I'm not sure if you should use this example here.
But I feel no. My point of view was to her like it's because your boss sees you being able to do it.
Capable,
that's why she gives it. Yeah, capable. Yeah, and that's that to her. Then I said, does your boss value what you do? I said, yes, she does. Then that's a good thing, you know, because technically because she trusts you to do the job, and that's why she's giving you and trusting you with the job to do it. And then she values you. I think that's totally a good way. I mean, a good direction to have. Because if your boss doesn't give you any job, that's probably you're in trouble. Right.
But I guess like let's wrap up here for today, right? Because I feel that in the next episode, I feel we can continue this conversation about about how do I say this? Like how do we have a solution for this? How do I feel?
Right.
How can I still feel appreciated and valued, but I don't have to do more. I don't have to feel like I'm doing more than my colleagues, or I don't have to do the dirty job or overtime and still be considered for promotions. I think this is a very interesting topic for next episode. So
yeah, that's a lot to talk about.
yeah, so I guess in the next episode you might want to stay tuned. We will talk about the solution for this one, right, Kelly?
Yeah, that's
so
for sure.
so let's just do a quick. Did I do a summary already? If not, could you do it?
Okay, I think we talked about the part about not feeling being appreciated. So I was talking about how we should give more recognition and appreciation to the people around us. And then I think you highlighted a very important point about, first of all, we also have to look at who are we not appreciating in our life, who we tend to take for granted in our life, like especially people who are close to us at home, family, our parents, our moms, or people who are doing things behind, you know, secretly doing things behind for us, but we are not thanking them enough. Even at work, the cleaners, the lady, you know, all the stuff things are being done, but we don't really thank them enough. So that we have to be mindful about doing that. Right.
Cool.
So we talk about promotion as well, like how we want to get a promotion, we should actually be giving like recommending other people for promotion. The easier way would be somebody outside. Of course, you want to take up a challenge, you can recommend somebody at work for promotion. Maybe we can talk more about that in the next episode too.
Cool. So I think we'll wrap up today's episode, everyone. Thank you for, sending in the question. Please keep them coming. I guess especially remember that our show here is to talk about seeds of success. So send it in.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next episode. I'm Jeann.
And I'm Kelly.
And
see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.